This is not
the XFL!
Hey everybody, this sneak preview of This Is Not the XFL show is brought to you by Pretty Easy Podcasts. If you've ever thought about doing a podcast but did not want to do all the technical stuff, you have a great idea, you have a passion, you want to do a show, you maybe don't have the time, you need someone to help you, go to prettyeasypodcast.com and get started today. Of course, the full episode of this show is on Patreon. Give to our Patreon on any tier of your choice and get all sorts of extra XFL content and, of course, a whole lot of football talk, all the football talk you can handle. Check it out.
Let's take the off-field aspect off the table for a minute. Alan, how much damage will his absence do to the offense of the Kansas City Chiefs?
I think this is one of the biggest unknowns going into the NFL season because he is their explosion player. They got Mecole Hardman, right, Vince, from Georgia, and he's a speedster. To hope they're a gadget guy that they're going to probably try to fill that role with. But Tyreek Hill on the field was something special with the speed, and made you think so much that it opened so much up for Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to say it will do some damage to their offense going into the season. I can't anticipate the Chiefs doing any better than they did on the offensive side of the ball next year, because last year was absurd. I don't know how it gets any better than that when you lose a player like Tyreek Hill. It just doesn't make any sense that it would get any better.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be as good, you would think, but how much worse will they be? See, here's the thing, he'll an explosive player, but I still think he's the number 3 option on that team. But I think maybe the biggest thing for their offense is, now they got a big target on their back. Teams have had a chance to game plan for Patrick Mahomes. I think that is going to be, the biggest thing. You could find some playmakers to replace the Tyreek Hill or fill that kind of void, especially somebody like Andy Reid. I think he knows what he's doing there. But they're going to take a step back this year, but I don't think it's going to be just because of Hill.
Their receiving core, not the best. With Hill gone,
I don't know about that.
Sammy Coates is their number 3 receiver right now, Vince.
That's a problem.
Yes.
But Sammy Watkins and Travis Kelce are two of the best in the business as far as I'm concerned. So they have options.
They also drafted Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman, yeah.
Mecole Hardman from Georgia. I mean, look, the biggest problem for Kansas City is that division is going to be a lot better than it was last year. So some of those easy wins, probably
are you sure?
I think it's going to be way better. You don't think Denver's going to be way better with an actual quarterback that can actually at least get some yardage?
What actual quarterback do they have?
Drew Lock. He's talking about Drew Lock.
Well, all right. You bring up a
favoritism
good point.
on this show. It's so bad. All righty, we'll move on.
Blue Light Special, aisle 10.
Dolphins steal Josh Rosen for a late second-round pick, number 62 to be exact. Vince, tell me why Ryan Fitzpatrick should still be on Miami.
Josh Rosen is a second-year guy. He had some experience last year. If there's really no reason for Fitzpatrick to be on this team. I mean, if he's the best quarterback, but on their team, they should roll with him. But even if he is, the Dolphins aren't going to do that good. He's a solid backup. I will say that. That's all he should be.
Hold on to him.
That's why you would keep him.
Hold on to him until someone gets hurt and a team's in desperate need for a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
It's an expensive hold, though. I think he's getting $7 million a season for the next 2 years. I think it's something like that. That's an expensive
2-year contract.
Yeah, there's a 2-year contract in place for Mr. Fitzpatrick. There, it's an interesting get. I guess maybe they got him with the idea in mind that he was going to be a backup. But
Vince, if you were going to bet, do you think the Dolphins are going to draft a quarterback no matter what next year? round one?
Round one.
Say they go 5-11.
That's a very tough question to answer, and you made this trade for Rosen. You'd think that you'd want to see that out, but they didn't necessarily give up a ton for him.
And they said their general manager said this does not prevent us from taking a quarterback in the future.
Yeah, 5-11. I don't know, what pick do they have?
I mean, that's gonna get you top 10.
Yeah, but you may need to, if you're going to be taking a quarterback,
4, 5,
that you may need to be picking in the top 5.
Poor Josh Rosen. I mean, I know it's just football and the way it rolls, but man, the things that guy.
I think he's going to prove that he's.
Thanks for listening to this preview of This Is Not the XFL Show. To get the full episode, please join our Patreon. You'll get this show each and every single week, plus all of our other bonus content. We have all the football you can handle right there on our Patreon page. This Is Not the XFL Show is a production of Pretty Easy Podcasts. Go to prettyeasypodcasts.com to get your own podcast started today.